Burning Man attracts tens of thousands of people every year. It takes place in Black Rock City, or BRC, in Playa, a dried lake bed located in the Nevada desert. It started off as a bonfire ritual in 1986, and at its last event in 2019, welcomed 78,820 people. Let's delve into the 15 things you didn't know about Burning Man. Number 1. Burning Man cancels the 2021 festival. It's the second time in a row that Burning Man has been canceled, and yes, it's because of COVID. As reported by the New York Times and several other publications, with vaccinations mounting across the nation, expectations were high that the festival, which began in San Francisco in 1986 and moved to the Black Rock Desert in 1990, would resume this year after being called off in 2020. Sadly, though, that was not the case. Number 2. Local businesses will lose a fortune with the second canceling. In 2019, Burning Man increased local economic impact by $60 million. With the second cancellation, that money is gone. ColoTV.com interviewed several business owners in the area, and they all cited what a financial loss it would be. The Melting Pot World Emporium and Smoke Shop said about 20% of their profit comes from the sales they make during Burning Man each year. And Bertha Miranda's, a Mexican restaurant, are relying on the support of the community to keep going. And Aluxers, it's not just the small businesses that are going to lose a lot of money, as you'll see next. Number 3. Local airport also loses big windfall. Burning Man is a profitable time for the Reno Tahoe International Airport. They make around $11 million just from travelers flying in and out during this busy time. Without the event, they lose that windfall again. As quoted by Brian Culpin, a spokesperson for the airport for mynews4.com, "We love Burning Man. 20,000 to 25,000 burners come to the airport every year. That's arriving and departing. That's a lot of people and a lot of seats." And Aluxers, just a quick reminder to subscribe to our channel. We upload new videos every day. Number 4. How much does Burning Man make? So we've looked at how much money is being lost this year with the cancellation of Burning Man, but how much money is made with the event? First off, Burning Man is a nonprofit organization. It's categorized as a 501c3 nonprofit, Burning Man Project, headquartered in San Francisco, California. Nonprofits still make money, they still have expenses, and they still have to pay salaries. The Reno Gazette broke the expenses down as follows. Their staff expenses take up a third of their budget, with the highest paid employees earning the following. Burning Man CEO Marion Goodell, $268,000. Director Harley Dubois, $216,000. Director Teresa Duncan, $192,000. And attorney Ray Allen, $185,000. The 2018 event cost $44 million to run. Ticket sales brought in $43 million. There was $2 million in contributions and a few other miscellaneous income streams that totaled out to $46 million. Number 5. What's it in aid of anyway? Elon Musk once said, "If you haven't been, you just don't get it." And it's easy to sit from the sidelines and pass comments, but until you've been to an actual event, you'll never really know. There are 10 principles which the event remains focused on: radical inclusion, gifting, decommodification, radical self-reliance, radical self-expression, community effort, civic responsibility, leaving no trace, participation, and immediacy. And honestly, they don't always have every area 100% perfect. For example, MOOP. MOOP stands for Matter Out of Place. At Burning Man, there are no trash cans, and it's everyone's responsibility to remove their own trash. It doesn't always happen, though, and often there's a crap ton of trash left behind, including ditched bicycles that people couldn't be bothered to take home. Number 6. The average demographic of a typical burner. White, rich, male, average age about 35. 59% of attendees identified as male in the surveys taken in 2018. BRC have been conducting this census since 2008, and the results have been pretty standard since then. But if you're thinking you have to fit these demographics to go, you absolutely do not. With their low-income ticket program, it really can be an affordable event. Number 7. Being a black burner. It shouldn't surprise you that the event organizers are often criticized for the sheer lack of diversity at their annual event. In response to that, the festival's founder once told The Guardian, "I don't think black folks like to camp as much as white folks." The quote was taken out of context, and as Larry Harvey pointed out, his entire family is biracial. Stephen W. Thrasher, a self-acclaimed black burner, loves the event, and despite there being only a handful of people of color, he does agree that there are certain reasons why black people don't head to Burning Man. He documented his conversations with other black burners to find out their thoughts on the event and tells The Guardian, "We black burners hailed from several countries and included virgins and veterans. We chatted about white hippies, the great outdoors, the problems of black hair and skin, and the unforgiving desert, and everything in between." Aluxers, we suggest you read the whole article. It's a good one. Number 8. What really happens at Burning Man? Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Well, maybe more techno than rock and roll, but the rest, absolutely. Burning Man has everything you'd expect from a 9-day event and then some. Each year there is a different theme. So 2019 was Metamorphoses, 2018 was I, Robot, and 2017 was Radical Ritual. These themes start as a guideline for everything moving forward. Performers are not booked or paid for, with all entertainment provided for free by those attending the event, so it's a bit of a mixed bag of entertainment when you're there. The same applies to the camps. One year a camp might host an Alice in Wonderland high tea theme where you can indulge in a real fantastical world of Lewis Carroll. You might find someone doing some flame throwing, doing bubble magic tricks, or waxing lyrical. There are over 1,000 camps, so you never know what you're going to find. Every year is different, with new ideas, experiences, and challenges. Number 9. Barbie Death Camp and Wine Bistro. Burning Man is known for its art installations, and there have been the most mind-blowing works of art displayed there over the years. Some of the most memorable installations include Mark Greaves' Temple of Hope from 2006, Deep Thought by a creator from San Francisco, and Bliss Dance made in 2010 by Marco Cochran. A controversial piece went up in 2019. According to Times of Israel, an artist at the annual Burning Man Festival presented an art exhibit featuring naked dolls being led into ovens at a simulated death camp. The piece was called Barbie Death Camp and Wine Bistro, created by Jewish artist James Jacoby. In his words, Burning Man is not a safe space. It's not Yale University. You don't get to run and hide from something you don't like. There's 1,100 theme camps. If you don't like ours, go to another one. Number 10. How much does it cost to go? Tickets cost $475 plus an extra $140 for a vehicle pass. That doesn't take into account getting to the event and setting up inside. Depending on how big or fancy you go, this 9-day event could cost you thousands. Once you're inside the area, there's no further cost involved. The only things you can buy are coffee and ice. Burning Man doesn't make money off vending, sponsorship, or charging higher prices for setting up in certain areas. Some of the art installations do get a sponsorship, which makes sense considering the scope and size of some of the installations. According to burningman.org, they offer 4,500 low-income tickets at $210 each for those able to show proof of financial hardship. Number 11. Negative cultural trends at Burning Man. Aluxers, as you've seen on Instagram, there are camps at Burning Man that most people wouldn't be able to afford in their lifetime. This high-end glamping goes against what the event is meant to be about. CEO Marion Goodell has said that they'll make a concerted effort to return to the event's roots, but whether or not that will materialize is unknown, as those sentiments were shared in 2019, and since then, as you've already heard, 2 Burning Man events have been canceled. Number 12. There's no currency at Burning Man. Burning Man is not a tit-for-tat scenario. You don't go there thinking you'll need to exchange something for something else. The event or city works on gifting, and you give your items without thinking about what you'll get in return or if the item you gave away has the same value as the item you've been given. That's not how gifting works, is it? Number 13. The environmental impact of Burning Man. Every year, the temporary city is built up and broken down in Nevada's Black Rock Desert. Currently, there's a cap of 80,000 people, but Burning Man is trying to increase the number to 100,000. As it stands, the Bureau of Land Management, or BLM, have denied the request. One of the big parts of the festival is the burning of many of the artworks. It's being calculated that Burning Man has a carbon footprint of 100,000 tons of CO2 per year. Festival organizers are aiming to change that, and according to Dezeen, are looking to eliminate all non-sustainable waste streams, have a net positive environmental impact, and remove more carbon from the atmosphere than it puts into it. Number 14. Death and sexual assault. Like any major event, Burning Man experiences its fair share of controversy. Not everyone who attends events goes for the right reasons, and at the last Burning Man event that took place in 2019, there were 58 arrests. That was an increase of 14 arrests as seen in the previous year. According to Salon.com, while most of the arrests were for drug possession, one arrest was for a sexual assault incident that occurred on site. Oleg Genadovich Ivanov was arrested for sexual assault which occurred just before the event was set to open. His bail was set at $152,500. There was also 2 deaths associated with Burning Man in 2019. One occurred on a narrow 2-lane stretch of highway that leads to the event. Lonnie Ritchie didn't survive the car accident. A second death, 33-year-old Shane Billingham, was found unresponsive in his vehicle at his camp. The toxicology report stated that Billingham had a poisonous concentration of carbon monoxide in his blood. Number 15. You may not find yourself. Aluxers, many people head to Burning Man thinking they're going to connect with their inner self, discover something new about themselves, or finally have an epiphany. And while that might happen for a handful of people, it's not going to happen to all 80,000 people there. And it's okay if you don't leave there finding a lost part of yourself. You'll certainly walk away from the event a wiser, more informed person than you were when you arrived. So Aluxers, have you ever attended Burning Man? Share your experiences with us in the comments below. And of course, you stuck with us until the end. Here's your bonus, and it's one of inclusivity. Burning Man is for everyone. Don't be discouraged by the picture-perfect photos you see on Insta. People of all ages go to this event, from 80-year-old grandmothers to toddlers learning to walk. Yes, there are negative aspects of the event, but there are also so many positives. It's one of those things you have to do at least once in your lifetime because only by truly experiencing it for yourself can you genuinely give an opinion on it. Thanks for watching, Aluxers. We're so glad you joined us today. Remember to subscribe if you'd like some more daily videos. And as always, we thank you for liking this one.